Good morning, 9:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, November 27th, 2022. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I wanted to start out with a little controversy that's been going on for the last day and a half, 2 days. It's a nice little XRP controversy, and it's between a couple executives at Ripple, former Matt Hamilton, and going up against current CFO David Schwartz. So are XRP and XRPL centralized? Ripple executives argue. Please, if you want to answer in the comments what you think, put whether or not XRP is centralized or decentralized in your opinion. You don't have to put anything else except that. So XRP and XRPL decentralization gets challenged. Ripple's former and current top managers provide their points of view. So a new controversy over the decentralization of XRP ledger and the cryptocurrency that powers it, XRP, has emerged and continued over the past 2 days. Arguments for the doubters. These were presented by Ripple's former director of development, Matt Hamilton, and the company's current CTO, David Schwartz. Main points. Responding to the thesis that being a zero revenue generating blockchain, XRPL cannot offer validators earnings, which discourages independents from participating in the network. The lack of earnings generates a lack of independent validators, which poses the threat of XRPL being taken over by Ripple and affiliates, said a doubting user. Hamilton agreed that the revenue of the blockchain is zero, which is what makes it decentralized, as the interests of validators and users are aligned. As for taking over a network via subordinate validators, the company's former chief developer stated that Ripple only controls its list of unique nodes, UNLs. If Ripple tried to take over other validators, however, the other nodes would simply exclude them from their UNLs. And then Alpaca Crypto. Not when the network is centralized and they control the UNL. Why would they? Is that a serious question? Okay, screw crypto and DLTs. Let's just go back to using banks and trust the Fed to control our monetary supply. Why would they? Dude, what the fuck kind of question is that? Matt Hamilton. The network is decentralized and Ripple only control their UNL. They don't control my UNL. They don't control your UNL. It's decentralized. It is a question that you fail to understand. Ripple can attempt what they want, but it would be futile. They know this. David Schwartz responded to another argument regarding the amendments validators may try to bring to a vote. It was stated that if validators successfully vote for a change and the nodes do not agree, they simply separate from each other, i.e. a fork occurs. This question was on the subject of where more XRP can be created on one side by voting, and in the same way, a vote to burn all the XRP held by Ripple can happen. So, it's pretty interesting. So Ripple's holdings in XRPL, as reported by UPTO today, XRP Ledger Foundation removed 2 Ripple-controlled validators and added one in early October. At the moment, Ripple reportedly controls 2 out of 35 validators, or less than 6% of all capacity. Meanwhile, the company holds 44 billion XRP in escrow. So that's what I wanted to talk about for XRP just now. At least the story that's going on. So that's what's going on with XRP in the news. They're having an argument over whether or not it's decentralized or centralized, which is pretty interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments. And then I'm going to go into the XRP chart this afternoon. I'm going to do XRP, HBAR, and DAG. Probably have XLM and DGB in there as well, but my voice is a little shot still. So I'm going to focus on XRP in this update. We're up 2.96% to 4076. We're hitting this uptrending resistance now that was support. This is what we talked about once we broke through yesterday. We'd have to get back above the 408. Otherwise, this can turn into a head and shoulders or topping reversal pattern. And then you'd have to come back down to this underneath level at about 396. And if you can break back out above this, then we could come to that 433 level. But right now, we're on a very big rejection point here. And if we don't get some volume in here, we do have the risk, or we end up dealing with the risk that we could actually fall through back down to the 38-cent level or 39-cent level. That's what we're starting to line up here. And then if we had to come down way farther, we can come down to the other charts that show us the bear flag. Actually, that's not the one we're going to want. We're going to want one that's going to be more clear. Let's go to the perpetual futures chart. So then if we can't break all the way up, And you can see this 433 level, or 43-cent level, if you want to come down a little bit farther, is definitely within a possibility. But if this does start to reverse down at any point, which it's still on top, you would come back down to this 37.3 level approximately. If we look in the 4-hour time frame, this move does not look done. I feel pretty comfortable in saying that this should be able to come up to 43 cents, assuming we don't lose the underneath support. And the first support would be around the 404 level, and then obviously down at about 37 cents. So right now we're above 404, and as long as we're above 404, this has the ability to pump. While I'm on, might as well look at XLM. We talked about XLM being a possible pump yesterday, coming in at, it was about 8.8, 8.7. Now it's making its way up like XRP is doing. It's a little behind. But if we can get past the 200 day, I don't see any reason why this can't first come up to... Man, this has a little bit of room here. Let me show you that other chart so you can see. So first things first. We would need to come up here and break 9.2. Then you'd have about 9.5. And then you have ultimately 9.9. So that's what I'm looking to see. Our first rejection point would be up here in the 2-hour time frame, up at about 9.19 if we do get rejected. And DGB. DGB is holding the 747 support. It's had a bullish divergence in the 2-hour. I fully anticipate this to come up here to about 0.0860 as long as we get broader support from the market. Now, if we ever did get a reversal on the market because we don't have a ton of volume, that's one way that we could be subjected to a downturn. And then real quick, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still outside of the bear flag. It's in between the bear flag and the support, or I mean resistance. So right now the underneath support 16,272, over the top is 16,677 that we would have to break just to try to make this run continued. If not, this bearish continuation pattern will play out. So watch today and see if we can break 16,669 while we have a thinly traded weekend, which it is Sunday now, so it becomes nerve-wracking because nothing's really moved. So we're going to have to watch very closely what happens when the DXY comes back online and what happens when the futures is open. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Hit that motherfucking like button. I'd appreciate if you share this far and wide on social media.
Evening. T-Speaker 22.
It would mean a lot to me if you did, honestly. We need to get new people in here. If you go back to the previous videos, as yesterday the videos didn't do very well at all.
Build your groove with a Ludwig backbeat drum set.
So the videos, one video did okay yesterday, but the other two didn't do very much. But the broader support yesterday was not felt, and my videos did very poorly. We had like 50 and 40 likes on a couple videos, which is pretty embarrassing. So I'll be back today as needed. But I would love to see the support shown by my audience. If you're not going to support me, well, I'll come around once or twice a day. But obviously, I would love to see more likes, more shares, things like that. So yeah, if you want to join me on MEXC, you can sign up there. No VPN, no KYC, and no spot fees. Up to 200x trading on futures. You have 150x trading if you want to do it on BitGet. It's just that new users, there's issues. You can send a donation, which I highly doubt anybody will do that, but it's always there for Cash App, Venmo, or send XRP. You can send a thanks, which I, once again, 100% doubt anybody will send that. And then, obviously, hit that like button. I'm not asking a lot for you to hit that like button. You hit that like button, we help move through the analytics. We don't hit that like button. You want to see what happens? And this doesn't make you feel good. 43 likes, 56 likes, not even 500 views on the videos. Because nobody's liking the videos. No, and it's not getting through the analytics, so I need your help. I tell you all the time. They shadow ban me, so if you're not helping share my content, nobody is. Hashtag the FUD stops here. And if you want to show that support, the very, very simplistic thing you can do is hit that motherfucking like button. Don't show me disrespect by coming in here, not sharing my stuff, not hitting the like button. And once again, this video is sponsored by the 212 members of Tom's Army as they put their hard-earned money in for you. And without them, I wouldn't be here.